Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the Caiden Cowger program, broadcasting from West Virginia. It is great to have you with us. So, have you heard about this? Apparently there's some new audio that has been leaked on Hillary Clinton. And you're going to get a kick out of this one. Apparently, Hillary didn't only find it appropriate to go after Donald Trump's supporters by calling them deplorable. No. Back in the primary election, apparently she did the exact same thing to Bernie Sanders. That is absolutely right. Hillary Clinton, according to new audio discovered by the Washington Free Beacon, leaked audio, Hillary Clinton insulted half of her general election electorate. That is absolutely right. She insulted Bernie Sanders supporters. In this audio, she basically stated that Bernie Sanders supporters are nothing but a bunch of children living in their parents' basements. That is exactly what she said. Parents' basements. So Bernie Sanders supporters already are very reluctantly going to the polls to vote for her. And now it turns out that she's insulted them. That she's saying that they're just a bunch of people living with their parents. So let's get something straight here. First, you have the entire email controversy, where Hillary Clinton cannot properly use an email account, or maybe she knows how to use it a little bit too well. I don't know what the problem is there. You have where she has this entire email scandal, a simple procedure that all of us could abide by. I mean, for crying out loud, a 12-year-old could abide by it. But Hillary Clinton, oh no, what's wrong with it? Well, I have a private server. And then deletes 30,000 emails. Yeah, right. Nothing suspicious going on there. 30,000 emails she claims were dealing with personal matters. Well, you know, considering who her husband is, that is very possible, I guess. But anyway, yeah, you have this entire email scandal that's going on, where she doesn't know how to use an email effectively. What, wipe it with a cloth? And then you have this entire thing pertaining to her insults directed at Bernie Sanders supporters. I mean, for crying out loud, guys, this woman is not intellectually fit to be president of the United States.
Now, having said all this, why aren't I 50 points ahead, you might ask?
Derpy, derpity, derpy, derp. Derpy, 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 derp.
I don't know. You tell me, Hillary. Why aren't you 50 points ahead? Probably because you've insulted every single person that is not you. For crying out loud, this woman seriously expects to be president of the United States. Literally thirsts for power. And what does she do? She insults Donald Trump supporters, calls them deplorable, and now all of a sudden she's decided, hey, you know what? Why not insult Bernie Sanders supporters? Although this was back in the primaries when she decided to do that, and that came out when she attacked Bernie Sanders. It's back in the primary election. But anyway, I guess it never occurred to her, hey, these people might actually have to vote for me someday. Perhaps it wouldn't be wise for me to, I don't know, call them a bunch of children living with their parents. Go ahead and listen to this. This is the audio bit that we're going to play here for you. It's actually out of the Fox News story. We're going to go ahead and roll it.
The Clinton team is trying to walk back, or at least massage, the nominee's private comments about Bernie Sanders supporters, who happen to be, mainly, a lot of young voters she's eagerly trying to court. Senior political correspondent Mike Emanuel is following that story tonight from Akron, Ohio. Good evening, Mike.
Brett, good evening. Donald Trump tonight says Bernie Sanders should pull his endorsement of Hillary Clinton. Trump says Clinton deceived Sanders and then attacked him and his supporters.
There is a sense of disappointment among young people about politics. They're children of the Great Recession, and they are living in their parents' basements. The idea that maybe, just maybe, you could be part of a political revolution is pretty appealing.
Today, Clinton's campaign manager was asked to explain the hacked audio from Clinton's conversation with donors back in February.
She was talking about young people that she'd met who were frustrated that they graduated from college and went into an economy where they couldn't find the job they wanted.
Her current opponent, Donald Trump, pounced, tweeting, "Crooked H is nasty to Sanders supporters behind closed doors. Owned by Wall Street and politicians, HRC is not with you." Her former rival, Senator Bernie Sanders, blamed college affordability and not Clinton.
What she was saying there is absolutely correct. And that is, you got millions of young people, many of whom took out loans in order to go to college, hoping to go out and get decent paying good jobs. And you know what? They're unable to do that. But when confronted by many of his supporters holding back from embracing Clinton, Sanders did not push.
We live. Let's just hold off on that audio bit anymore, okay? Hang on 1 minute here. So they're trying to walk back those remarks saying that children are living in their parents' basements because of the economy. Well, if that's the circumstance, weren't we told, hey, Obama, he's going to fix everything? How can you say that? It doesn't make any sense. I'm trying to think of how to word this here because it's just an absolutely pathetic thing to come up with. Hillary Clinton is defending President Obama's record, right? She is defending President Obama's record. Joe Biden even was, big supporter of that. Hey, Hillary. Hillary, you gotta defend President Obama's record. Shouldn't be running away from it. You should defend it. So Hillary said, okay. I don't want to make anybody else in the Democratic Party mad, so I'm going to defend. So she's been defending President Obama's record. Now all of a sudden we're hearing from Bernie Sanders and from Hillary Clinton, oh no, people, children, teenagers, people who are first getting out into the workforce, millennials, they're living in their parents' basement, but that's not an insult, that's just the reality. But I want to continue more of the policies that have caused them to live in their parents' basements. That sounds so absolutely daggone wonderful, doesn't it? How in the world can you run on that? Her entire campaign doesn't make any sense.
We live in a tough world. This country faces enormous crises, as we do as a planet. And I would like people simply, I'm not going to tell people how to vote.
In addition to trying to win over Sanders supporters and millennials, Clinton is also trying to firm up backing in the African-American community. Clinton visited a predominantly African-American church in Charlotte.
We do know this family and this community is in pain.
Following the recent Keith Lamont Scott shooting in Charlotte, Clinton reiterated a call for better policing and pledged much more.
We have to take a right approach to that. And we've got to look at education and jobs and housing and transportation and how we best do that and how we bring everybody, to the table.
Breaking this hour, we've got basketball superstar LeBron James of the Cleveland Cavaliers endorsing Hillary Clinton for president. That may help her here in the Buckeye State. Clinton is set to return here to Ohio tomorrow after not being here for the past month or so. There have been reports suggesting Clinton is ready to write off the Buckeye State, but her aides insist that is not the case.
So there you go. That's Hillary Clinton. And, I have to say this. The Democrats owned black people, right? Back when slavery was going on, they were the party that fought for black people. They still divide people based upon race. That has been a pretty much constant principle of the Democratic Party, dividing people by race. Because, that's one of the things that really gets me. If you want to get beyond race in the country, as I was discussing on the last show, then for crying out loud, stop dividing people up by races. But hey, that's still what we have going on here. Still have the divide and conquer tactic being used by the Democratic Party. You have white privilege out there, which is basically a Democratic code word for blacks are disprivileged and Latinos are disprivileged. Now, I'm sorry, I don't believe in putting any type of failure mentality in anyone, especially entire ethnic group, okay? I don't understand why that is okay. why people feel that that is okay. This entire white privilege garbage is nothing, it does absolutely nothing but makes black people feel like they are at a disadvantage to everybody else, which is basically going to make them feel like, okay, well, I'm already at a disadvantage, so really there's nothing for me to do. I can't advance. I mean, it's the white privileged people. So what's their reaction? It's the Black Lives Matter movement, where they think that they are justified to go out and break into people's businesses and loot everything. And this is what I'm referring to here are your Black Lives Matter activists. You have a decent percentage of people that are part of these minority groups that understand, yeah, that is insane. This entire white privilege garbage that's going on, yeah, I'm able to get beyond that, and my future relies on myself. All right? If you are a failure, it's because you have a failure type of mentality. And you are not putting enough effort forth to succeed in whatever you're trying to accomplish. And if you try, do everything that you can, and you're still not able to be successful, there's something that is wrong. And it's something that lies with you. So that's something that you have to get worked out there. You've got to make different decisions in order to advance. But see, that's one of the problems that we have going on presently here in the United States. We have all of this garbage going on pertaining to race, and it goes back and forth, and we have this entire thing that just happened in Charlotte not long ago. But, once again, Hillary's pandering to people based upon minority groups while saying that all at the same time she's not racist. And by the way, I'd just like to remind people, as I did on the last show, one of the things that I heard on, I think it was CNN or something like that, where they were calling Donald Trump a racist again. I want all of you guys to listen to this, because this is the 100% truth. I do not lie to you. This is the absolute truth. You can research it yourself. All of you people out there that are wondering, hey, Donald Trump, he's a racist, isn't he? Let me explain something to you. Hillary Clinton stated that one of her mentors was a KKK leader here in West Virginia. His name was Robert C. Byrd. He was the Democratic majority leader for a long time, or the Democratic Party leader. He also served as minority leader for a while, but very influential figure in the Democratic Party. Hillary Clinton recognized him as being a member of the Ku Klux Klan, being a mentor to her. Now, can you imagine if Donald Trump would say, hey, that KKK member over there, oh my goodness, he is my mentor totally. Put on that little fake Southern twang that Hillary Clinton always does every single time that she goes down south. Because the woman is faker than a $7 bill. We'll go with that number. It's so absolutely pathetic. But yeah, Hillary Clinton stated that Robert C. Byrd, KKK Klansman, is one of her mentors. Has she ever disavowed from him? No. Her husband even delivered a speech at his funeral. And you know what his excuse there was? Old Billy. When Billy was in Charleston talking to a bunch of West Virginians, he stated, the Robert C. Byrd, Senator Byrd, always a great friend of mine, great friend. He was a racist. I don't care what anyone says. He was not a racist, okay? The only reason why he was a member of the Ku Klux Klan, the KKK, is because he wanted to advance politically in West Virginia, and he knew that he had to belong to that party. He had to belong to the KKK in order to advance in West Virginia. You know what he basically did? At the funeral of Robert C. Byrd, I heard it with my own ears, at the funeral of Robert C. Byrd, he basically called all West Virginians racist. Robert C. Byrd, no, he wasn't racist. He wasn't racist at all. It's the West Virginians that were racist, and he just had to be racist too in order to go along and win in that state. That is the dumbest thing that I've ever heard. I mean, for crying out loud, West Virginia was founded on abolishing slavery. We were founded on joining the Union. And Bill Clinton goes before all of West Virginia and said, no, Robert C. Byrd, he wasn't racist at all. It's just the West Virginians that were racist. They keep going back to the David Duke thing with Donald Trump. But no one brings up Byrd with Clinton. The media just stays away from that. They act like it doesn't exist. Are you black people out there thinking about voting for Hillary? How do you feel about her being mentored by a Klansman? That's her
Fighting
mentor.
liberalism one
Crying
lie
out
at a
loud.
time.
Look it up.
You're listening to Caiden Cowger on the WCNR News Network.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
Goldman Sachs and HSBC recently purchased 7.1 tons of physical gold. What do these bankers and mega money managers know that you don't? They're expecting the value of gold and silver to increase. That's why you need our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group offers gold and silver for direct delivery and will not be undersold. Call now. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108.
In these uncertain economic times, you've got to do whatever you can to save money. One of our biggest expenses can be our cars, especially when unexpected repair bills hit. Not anymore. If you own a vehicle with less than 130,000 miles, is less than 12 years old, has a warranty about to expire, or even no warranty at all, you could stop paying for car repairs. Roadside assistance, towing, and rental coverage are all included. Don't wait for the next repair. Make one free call right now to see if you qualify. If your vehicle is less than 12 years old, has less than 130,000 miles, even if it's out of warranty, paying for car repairs can become a thing of the past. Call us right now and get your car protected before your next repair bill hits. Get protection and no more repair bills. Call 800-824-9762. Again, 800-824-9762. That's 800-824-9762. 800-824-9762.
Is debt beating you down? You need discipline. You need the Debt Ninja. If you've been caught in a financial trap and need to be set free, then you need the Debt Ninja. Want to stop those harassing collection calls? Start saving thousands in interest and fees and get out of debt fast? Then you need to call the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja will find the best companies across the country that will help you consolidate all your bills into one easy payment, reduce your payments by 30 to 50%, and get you out of debt fast. If you have unsecured debt of $10,000 or more, such as credit cards, loans, or medical bills, call the Debt Ninja for a free 15-minute consultation.
Call 800-826-1132. 800-826-1132. That's 800-826-1132. Call today.
The Debt Ninja.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja is a company that specializes in slashing debt. They deal with various debt problems such as tax debt, debt settlement, debt consolidation, student loan debt, credit repair services, and bankruptcy. That is 1-800-826-1132. Now, their company, the Debt Ninja, operates on a national level and have worked to fight the IRS for many of their clients. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-826-1132. That is 1-800-826-1132. Once again, that is 1-800-826-1132. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
You're listening to the WCNR News Network.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Caiden Cowger program. You know, I'm going to keep bringing that up because it's the truth. It is the absolute truth. Hillary Clinton was mentored by a KKK leader in the state of West Virginia, Robert C. Byrd. And a matter of fact, I'm going to pull up the exact quote here for you. Hillary Clinton, I'm going to Google it right now as I'm talking right here on air. Hillary Clinton, Robert C. Hang on. R-O-B-E-R-T-C, Byrd, B-Y-R-D, mentor. Okay, we're going to pull her up here. Here we go. There it is. Hillary Clinton. I wonder if we have an audio bit. Do we have audio to that? That would... Oh my gosh. Here we go. I have an audio bit. This is Hillary Clinton. I want you to listen to this. This was when Robert Byrd died. Hillary Clinton referred to Byrd as being a friend and mentor. We're going to go ahead and play it. This is Hillary Clinton. Go ahead. Let me see if I can pull it up here. There we go. Now it's
Today,
loading.
our country has lost a true American original, my friend and mentor, Robert C. Byrd.
Oh my gosh. See, there you go. My friend and mentor, Robert C. Byrd. Robert C. Byrd, friend and mentor to Hillary Clinton. So how does it feel about Byrd being in the Ku Klux Klan? He recruited over approximately at least 150 members in the state of West Virginia. Does that make all of you, African Americans out there feel comfortable knowing that you could very well be voting for a woman that was mentored by a Ku Klux Klan member that reportedly recruited approximately 150 members to his group? Doesn't that just make you feel great? Oh, I tell you. Oh, it's so great. On top of that, here's another interesting fact about Robert C. Byrd, Hillary Clinton's mentor. While serving in Congress, Byrd set the record for the longest filibuster on the floor of the United States Senate with a 14-hour filibuster of the 1964 Civil Rights Act. He filibustered the Civil Rights Act of 1964. You know what that means? We don't need any of them rights for none of them black people. That's exactly what Robert C. Byrd did. And then guess what? Hillary Clinton looked up to him. Doesn't that just make you feel great? But hey, you keep listening to the media telling you, oh, Hillary Clinton, she spoke at a black church, so that means that she supports black people. Yeah, you keep buying into that media garbage, all right? Don't listen to any of the facts. Don't listen to any of the information out there. You just keep listening to the DNC propaganda that's coming from the news media. And, you know, I have to tell you, Rush Limbaugh really delivered an absolutely wonderful commentary on his show. I caught it on his website. But I want you to listen to this, because one thing I know in my family, my grandfather was sort of wondering, you know, Caiden, what do you think is going on? Because you read up on this stuff. Do you think that Trump has much of a chance, or do you think he's imploding? Because every single time, because he watches the TV, he watches, you know, the news networks. He mainly watches Fox News, but he flips it back and forth from CNN sometimes. But anyway, he was watching TV, and he said, Caiden, do you think that Donald Trump is imploding potentially, or do you think he's all right? And I was on RushLimbaugh.com, and there was a remark that he made, and eventually, because I told him, well, you know, this is the media just attacking him. I mean, every single story on CNN, I've been watching it, every single story on CNN is just bashing Trump. And I know that if you're anything like my grandfather, you could very well be wondering, is Donald Trump in trouble? Is he going to lose it? Is he just going to completely lose this election? Because when you turn on the media, all that you're hearing is this negative story after negative story on Trump. I mean, one of the other things that came out was where one of his Miss Universe contestants, he stated, went after her after her name was brought up by Hillary Clinton. Trump decided to come out and said, she was the worst Miss Universe that we've ever had. And then he said that there was a sex tape that was out there of this girl, of this contestant. And then all of a sudden, after he said that, all the news media started saying, Donald Trump does not have any information to back up his claim. They start putting out a video of where he was in this Hugh Hefner video. It wasn't a sex tape that Donald Trump was in. He was in a Hugh Hefner video for like a promo for Playboy. I don't know what it was. He was just popping a champagne bottle and that was it, fully clothed. So it was just another lie from the media. But anyway, and I also remind you that according to James Dobson, because I told you I was able to speak with him over the Value Voter Summit, he said that someone who knew Trump personally stated that he was starting to develop a relationship with God. So if he did repent for his sins, then what does that mean? That means that everything that happened beforehand is covered by the blood, and he needs to start advancing in his faith in Christianity, and he needs to start doing better in that area. So, if he repented, that's all covered. That's forgiven. Okay, so whatever. Hillary Clinton, we know she's still engaging in corruption. Donald Trump did something 20 years ago, and the media is making a big deal about it. But here's the thing. It wasn't, a provocative tape that Trump was in that segment a part of. So to compare that to the sex tape of this Miss Universe contestant, that's stupid. It's comparing apples to oranges. It doesn't make any sense. And then the media was saying that tape did not even exist. I can tell you that there have been some news outlets that have found that footage, and it does exist. And the news media was just saying, nope, it's not true. And apparently, from what I was reading up on it, it was like on a show or something. I don't really know what it was of where this recording was taken, and it was a provocative tape. So this tape is in existence out there. So Trump was not lying. This tape does exist, but you have the news media once again telling you it doesn't happen out there. I'm going to tell you right here and right now, that woman that is going after Trump and backing Hillary Clinton is just as much of a pervert as Hillary Clinton's husband. She is a pervert that needs God. Okay? Because she has, because one of the stories I was reading out there, she's been in Playboy, nude, posing for them, because we knew about the whole Megyn Kelly thing with the GQ interview, where she posed, flaunting her stuff for that publication. It's just absolutely disgusting. And that's what this woman participated in. That's what Megyn Kelly participated in. So, the news media is making it out like, oh, Donald Trump, he hates women. Let me tell you something. Not all women are like that. Okay? Not all women make the decision, hey, you know what? I think I'm going to start showing off some inappropriate areas, as we're seeing many of these people doing that Hillary Clinton is raising up. This woman that's part of this Miss Universe thing, she is an immoral woman. And the media is defending her. Why? Because they're trying to make it out like Trump hates women because he's attacking the Miss Universe. Not all women are inappropriate, are perverts like this Miss Universe contestant. I'm not even going to give her any notoriety on this program other than that title. At least at this point, unless it comes into the media again and I'm forced to talk about it. But that's what we have going on there. But I think that you have a responsibility to know that you've been lied to by the media. That tape exists out there, that Donald Trump was absolutely right, he did not lie, and that all the media is trying to do is to make Trump look bad. Because, guys, it's just so absolutely pathetic. And this probably, because I don't enjoy talking about this stuff, talking about this perversion that's going on, but, somebody has to, because it's got to be revealed. And you have a right to know what is happening in your country and that you are being lied to by these news organizations. Because let me tell you something. If you think that it's disgusting to reveal this, yeah, a tape does exist. Yeah, this woman has posed for Playboy. If you think it's, wrong to talk about this, I think it's even more so disgusting that Hillary Clinton has decided to exalt somebody that has this type of history. But you have to admit she fits right in with the Clinton family.
Some say he's the next Rush Limbaugh.
I tell you, this kid's got 90% of Rush's venom with only 10% of the biomass.
You're listening to Caiden Cowger on the WCNR News Network.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
Goldman Sachs and HSBC recently purchased 7.1 tons of physical gold. What do these bankers and mega money managers know that you don't? They're expecting the value of gold and silver to increase. That's why you need our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group offers gold and silver for direct delivery and will not be undersold. Call now. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108.
Is debt beating you down? You need discipline. You need the Debt Ninja. If you've been caught in a financial trap and need to be set free, then you need the Debt Ninja. Want to stop those harassing collection calls, start saving thousands in interest and fees, and get out of debt fast? Then you need to call the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja will find the best companies across the country that will help you consolidate all your bills into one easy payment, reduce your payments by 30 to 50%, and get you out of debt fast. If you have unsecured debt of $10,000 or more, such as credit cards, loans, or medical bills, call the Debt Ninja for a free 15-minute consultation.
Call 800-826-1132. 800-826-1132. That's 800-826-1132. Call today.
The Debt Ninja.
In these uncertain economic times, you've got to do whatever you can to save money. One of our biggest expenses can be our cars, especially when unexpected repair bills hit. Not anymore. If you own a vehicle with less than 130,000 miles, is less than 12 years old, has a warranty about to expire, or even no warranty at all, you could stop paying for car repairs. Roadside assistance, towing, and rental coverage are all included. Don't wait for the next repair. Make one free call right now to see if you qualify. If your vehicle is less than 12 years old, has less than 130,000 miles, even if it's out of warranty, paying for car repairs can become a thing of the past. Call us right now and get your car protected before your next repair bill hits. Get protection and no more repair bills. Call 800-824-9762. Again, 800-824-9762. That's 800-824-9762. 800-824-9762.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. 4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja is a company that specializes in slashing debt. They deal with various debt problems such as tax debt, debt settlement, debt consolidation, student loan debt, credit repair services, and bankruptcy. That is 1-800-826-1132. Now, their company, the Debt Ninja, operates on a national level and have worked to fight the IRS for many of their clients. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-826-1132. That is 1-800-826-1132. Once again, that is 1-800-826-1132. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
You're listening to the WCNR News Network, where America comes to talk.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Caiden Cowger program, the youngest syndicated radio host in the country as named by Talkers Magazine. It is great to have you with us. So we were talking about people being discouraged in this upcoming election, and Rush Limbaugh on Friday delivered an absolutely wonderful commentary on it, fully expressed how many people feel, how my grandfather has felt, how many people that I know have felt, thinking, maybe this is just all hopeless and Donald Trump is going to lose. Now, I want you to listen to this. This is Rush Limbaugh on Friday. When you turn on CNN and you turn on MSNBC, when you read any newspaper, when you go over half the websites out there, you are not reading the media. You are not reading the news. You are reading the Clinton campaign and a coordinated effort to distract you, to depress you, to dispirit you, and to suppress your interest in voting. Now, is that a mic dropper or what? I mean, goodness sakes, guys, it completely highlights how a lot of people are feeling. The objective is to make you think that you have absolutely no chance, that everybody else is aligned against you. That's pretty much it, isn't it? The real world is a common phrase they use. The real world. And that's not Trump's world. The real world is not you people supporting and voting Trump. The real world is everybody supporting Hillary. The real world is everybody watching NBC, CBS, ABC in terms of the way they speak and write in the drive-by media. And it's all oriented towards making you think that you are part of some small, irrelevant minority trapped in the past, being overrun by a bunch of progressives who want to modernize and take the country in a different direction. You're just an old fuddy-duddy, and you're uneducated, therefore you're not smart, and you just want to stay rooted in the past where you used to run the show. All of this is coming from the Clinton campaign. I don't care if you turn on NPR, even Fox News, portions of Fox News, depending on the show you're watching, you're going to see a commentator from the Washington Post. You're going to see a commentator from the New York Times. You're going to see a guest from the drive-by media, and you're probably going to recognize it, and you're going to get miffed. But the point is that you cannot escape. You cannot escape it except by listening to this program. This is Rush speaking here, the Rush Limbaugh Show. Because there's not one syllable of this program that is influenced by the drive-bys. And then he goes on to talk about his show. So yeah, that's Rush Limbaugh. And by the way, this is also a good place to escape it too. I'm just for the record. He's going to give himself a plug on my show. After I'm reading this, I'm going to give myself a plug on my own show. So anyway, so yeah, that's Rush talking there. But he really just did an absolutely phenomenal job. And listen to this here, because I want to continue reading this. He stated that religious freedom law, for example, another example in Indiana, the way that it was covered. If you supported the religious freedom law in Indiana, the media made you think that you were a member of 10% of the population. That's absolutely right in terms of your thinking, along with the way that they report on it. They also adopt a tone that includes an assumption that everybody watching them agrees to, with whatever they're saying about something. In this case, the news of the day is that Trump has lost it. The news of the day is that Trump's gone completely full-blown nutty. The news of the day is that Trump has lost his focus, that Trump doesn't know what he's doing, that Trump's rank amateur status has finally surfaced. And since wherever you go in the drive-by media, that's what you're going to hear or see. or a flavor of that. You're supposed to think, my gosh, I don't think that, but it seems like everybody else does. Oh no, we're losing. And it's all a myth. You just have to resist it. And you have to look at ways that you can disapprove it in your own mind. The way I do, it is to look at how they're presenting Hillary. The way he does it is he looks at how they're presenting Hillary. There isn't anything positive about the Clinton campaign. Every aspect of the Hillary campaign is focused on destroying Trump. And this is what they always do. Now Obama was a little different because he was an empty canvas and people could make him whatever they wanted him to be. He was an unknown, and he has been a senator for only a couple of years. You said a couple of days. He didn't really have a record. The first African-American president. He did not get particularly partisan in public. Only in private did he do that. And most people didn't see him as a radical. They saw him as a wow, such a positive change from Bush, who they had succeeded in generating hatred for, and along with the war in Iraq. So people could make Obama whatever they wanted him to be, which was going to be positive. Hillary's not that. Hillary is not an empty canvas. She's not an empty slate. Hillary's got higher negatives than she has positives. They know it. So they've taken the focus off of her, and they've taken the focus off of the fact that she does, or that she doesn't have an agenda. Well, not one that she can, say stuff. Let me go down here. The things that she wants to do are just double down, triple down on what Obama's done. Nobody wants more of that. They don't want to talk about that. They focus exclusively on Trump. And now this thing with that Miss Universe contestant that I was telling you about earlier, this is what Rush said, has blown up into the biggest thing that has happened in the campaign so far. And see, there you go. That's Rush's comment. So he ended it at that, and they went to commercial break. But I think that Rush really summed it up very well there, because he truly expressed how a large portion of Trump's supporters are feeling at this point. They're discouraged. They're feeling, oh, well, I'm still going to go out and vote, but is it really looking good for us, or is it all over? And what you have to understand is that the media is out to discourage you from voting. The media is working for the Clinton campaign. You know it, and I know it. So what you have to understand, and this is one of the things, perhaps, maybe potentially we're looking at this from the wrong area, and come election day, Hillary wins, okay? Lord forbid. But here's what I'm looking at right now, because this is not a traditional election. Traditionally, people who are, or people who vote, typically vote in previous election years, right? Okay, you have your politically involved people and your people who aren't so politically involved. Well, here you have a new caliber of people. You have people voting that have never been politically involved before. My mother's one of them. She hasn't voted, believe it or not. I think she only voted one time. It might have been for Ronald Reagan. I forget. I'll have to ask her again, but she hadn't voted in a long, long time, as she's voted at this point. And she registered this year so she could vote for Trump. Guys, there's a large portion of people out there that are registering to vote for Donald Trump that have never been politically involved before. And this is a factor that the pollsters are unprepared for. They are not equipped to handle that. They only interview people who are politically involved, not these new guys that are coming into the whole thing that many people are referring to, these hidden voters. Because another thing they have to look at too is that you have a lot of switchover Democrats that are voting for Donald Trump, that are coming over to the Republican side just so they can vote for Trump. Many of which they hate Hillary Clinton. Here in West Virginia, look at all the Democrats that are voting for Trump here. Hillary Clinton wanted to take out the coal mines, even the unions here, which is a very strong voter bloc in West Virginia. The unions are voting for Donald Trump. Why? Because Hillary Clinton wants to put out the mines. She said it out of her own mouth. We're going to put the coal miners out of business, out of a job. We're going to shut down the mines, continuing what Obama's done for all these years. So, yeah, it's looking pretty decent for Trump. So I think there's this hidden block out there that the media and that the pollsters haven't been able to collect results from.
Caiden Cowger. Keeping America straight.
You're listening to Caiden Cowger on the WCNR News Network.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
If you've ever been looking for a way to invest your money, gold can be a very good investment. Let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is one of the best companies in the business dealing with gold and other precious metals. They have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and can offer spectacular information on investing in gold. All you have to do is call 1-800-932-4108, and they will give you the knowledge that you need to make an investment. Even if you've just been curious about purchasing gold, this is a great group that can provide you with reliable information. Call 1-800-932-4108 and also ask them about some of their ebooks, such as 10 Shocking Reasons Why You Should Buy Gold and the Definitive Gold Guide. These resources are great for anyone, especially those that are just curious about investing. Call 1-800-932-4108. And some of their products that they offer are quite amazing. I mean, they have the gold bars, they have the gold coins, but they also have this thing called a Valcambi bar. And this is basically just a little bar about the size of a credit card that can fit into your wallet, made up of little grams of gold. So anytime that you just want a gram of gold, you just break one of them off. It's really quite neat. So by all means, contact our friends at Capital Gold Group. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. Once again, that is 1-800-932-4108.
Is debt beating you down? You need discipline. You need the Debt Ninja. If you've been caught in a financial trap and need to be set free, then you need the Debt Ninja. Want to stop those harassing collection calls, start saving thousands in interest and fees, and get out of debt fast? Then you need to call the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja will find the best companies across the country that will help you consolidate all your bills into one easy payment, reduce your payments by 30 to 50%, and get you out of debt fast. If you have unsecured debt of $10,000 or more, such as credit cards, loans, or medical bills, call the Debt Ninja for a free 15-minute consultation.
Call 800-826-1132. 800-826-1132. That's 800-826-1132. Call today.
The Debt Ninja.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja is a company that specializes in slashing debt. They deal with various debt problems such as tax debt, debt settlement, debt consolidation, student loan debt, credit repair services, and bankruptcy. That is 1-800-826-1132. Now, their company, the Debt Ninja, operates on a national level and have worked to fight the IRS for many of their clients. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-826-1132. That is 1-800-826-1132. Once again, that is 1-800-826-1132. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
You're listening to the WCNR News Network, where America comes to talk.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
So anyway, we're getting back to what we're talking about here pertaining to Donald Trump and this entire thing. And guys, one of the things, because I will tell you, one of the things that's been concerning to me and a lot of evangelicals out there has been Trump's prior history with, with organizations like, Playboy, because it's one of the things that the media is really putting out there now, talking about the whole Trump deal with Playboy and his connection with Hugh Hefner 20 years ago, all right? And one of the things that was really going around out there was where you had, what's the guy's name? He's in charge of Liberty University. I forget what his name is. Liberty, he's the president of Liberty University. I forget what his name is. Oh, Jerry Falwell Jr. There you go, Jerry Falwell Jr. He went to go visit Donald Trump, and one of the things that I pointed out on this show several times was that I noticed that Trump was starting to surround himself with a lot of evangelicals. I thought that was very interesting because you had like Tony Perkins that was going around him. You had Jerry Falwell Jr. going around Trump. You had James Dobson, several others that are still talking to him in correspondence with him. From what I understand, you even had the guy from AFA, a friend of mine. You had Tim Wildman that also visited with Trump. So you've had a lot of people that have visited with Donald Trump, done an absolutely phenomenal job, I think, in some circumstances. Some of those people winning him over to the Lord and leading him to God, at least leading him there. Because I started noticing Trump just making little changes, like even when he was at the Value Voter Summit, how he was it's almost like he was interested in evangelicalism. That's just what I got out of it. And I think that his mother was a devout Presbyterian. I think that she was very faithful. But one thing that I really noticed was that there was a connection there when Trump was speaking at the Value Voter Summit pertaining to his mother's faith. Because while he was at the Value Voter Summit, he had pulled out this Bible. He brought this Bible that his mother gave him and presented it to everybody and said, "This is a Bible my mom gave me," started talking about it. So there is a family connection there with Christianity. And at that point, I started thinking, I think Donald Trump is looking into strengthening his faith in God. And then we hear Dr. James Dobson come out and tell people, "Hey, someone told me that's very I believe is credible that Trump gave his heart over to the Lord and is a baby Christian right now." And I can see that. And maybe Trump is a baby Christian. I mean, you got to give him the benefit of a doubt. Maybe he is, really looking into strengthening his relationship with God and being surrounded by people like Tony Perkins, James Dobson, and several others. I think that Trump will see, if he truly desires it, he will see a godly relationship with Christ for him. I think that he will see a massive transformation take place in his life. And that's just the impression that I got. But right now you have the media that's bringing up cases that have taken place over 20 years ago just to make Trump look bad, going to the extent of where they're saying that Trump was in a sex tape. And it's a complete lie. He was not. The video was featured on the news. So it wasn't a tape. It was him with a bottle of champagne opening it, and that was it. Fully clothed, thank God. I mean, so it's just media lie after lie after lie after lie. And you've got to depend on these, smaller news outlets in some cases to tell you the truth. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to get that out there. I think that Trump is going to pull through. I think he could very well develop a stronger relationship with God if he's willing to listen to, these highly educated people when it comes to the scriptures, like James Dobson, like Jerry Falwell Jr., like Tony Perkins. He definitely has the right people in his life. So we'll see what happens from there. Anyway, guys, keep praying for him. Pray for Donald Trump. Pray for his protection and pray for God to lead him. Anyway, guys, thank you for listening to us. For more information on the Caiden Cowger program, go to CaidenCowgerProgram.com. And for the latest news exposing the left, go to CowgerNation.com. Thank you, God bless, and God save this nation.